Alright, guys. I'm just waiting. It's going to just be another 10 minutes or so. And we're going to be able to go ahead and get this started with the commentary and the Live for Live with Danny talking about magic. And before I get too much into this, I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I share this in a couple of different places. And make sure only see that website. Perfect. Alright, guys, we're going to be starting just in under 10 minutes. So at 7 o'clock Central Time, we're going to go ahead and get this started here. Alright. Alright, so I got all those shared. So tonight, what am I expecting? Ooh. Definitely going to be expecting Danny talking a lot about magic. Definitely about the patch. What I'm really curious to see tonight in Magic is how she moves. I really want to see how she's going to be moving through the game. That is incredibly important to me. I'm also looking for to see if she can heal or revive herself. She does a couple of different things in the comics. Give me 1 second here. I'm getting some messages on Discord, and that's gonna make me remind you to go ahead and join our Discord. We have a pretty big community of over 400 players. We're playing a whole bunch of different games. Marvel Future Revolution is definitely the big game that we are playing together. But we're also playing Marvel Contest of Champions in our spare time, like right now when there's no game up, as well as playing DC Worlds Collide. So definitely come check it out. And with that, I'm going to be back in about 5 minutes. right, here we go. Okay, just want to make sure I can pause that because that's very loud. But we just got a couple more minutes until it starts here, guys. Hey Sean, how's it going? I'm really curious to see her Dark Domain gear set as well. I'm curious if it's going to resemble like Limbo, or if Limbo is coming in the 120 patch as the next world, or what's going to happen. Because typically they start out in their own region, so I'm really curious to kind of see where that goes. And if you're just joining us, we're just waiting for the live stream to start, and I'm just lowering the volume. Hopefully that works to get my little comments here and there. I've never done anything like this, so you guys are gonna have to let me know what you think, how it is. If you're new to my channel, it's kind of like how I run my channel: is tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, and I like to modify based on that. So yeah, that would be great. Go. Nope. More music. Here we go, guys.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chilling with Danny. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And this is the last and final live stream for the year, and we have a lot of content planned for today's stream. My name is Danny Koo. I am Marvel Games Product Development Director, and going to show off the Magic and Spider-Man update today. And to help me out today with the content, I have two bros from the real life Marvel universe, Dakota and Mark, and I'm gonna bring them on later on to help us go through all this content as well. Now, since launch, we have debuted Magic. We announced Magic. It was her first image, and there's a lot of positive response. And since then, we have also asked players to, send their feedback and ideas. What could Magic play like? And today is the day that you are able to play Magic.
I'm
after
so
the
excited to
beta
see this
ended.
gameplay. You guys don't even know.
Now, let's bring on the two folks who's gonna help me out today, Dakota and Mark.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dakota Masonette. I'm on the Marvel Games team. I'm on the creative side, and I'm here to help introduce this over 40-year-old, over almost nearly 50-year-old mutant that we've now got added to Marvel Future Revolution. Really excited to bring her to you today.
All right, Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hey,
I
how
don't
are you?
think.
Thanks
I
for
don't think
joining,
be here,
King. I
Danny.
appreciate it.
I'm Mark Sumarak.
live stream.
I am the story writer on Marvel Future Revolution, and it is my job to help craft this epic adventure alongside the talented team at Marvel and Netmarble. So I'm really glad to be here to talk about Magic.
So this writer, I just
Cool.
want to talk about really quick.
Well,
I think he's done a
before we dive into
fantastic
this,
job of
Mark,
writing the story.
and
The
Dakota,
the
so
storyboarding, the artwork, the
Magic
writing
is
in this
somebody that
game
Marvel chooses
has been fantastic. So I
as a
just really
different
want to
class
give
of
kudos where it's
character.
due.
If
That
the
writer
playstyle
is.
different,
I
she
really
can-
want to look
she
up
has a
and
big
see if he's
giant
been
sword,
writing for
so
any
no one
comics.
else on the team roster right now has a giant sword. She teleports. No one really has a teleport skill.
Yeah, this is
Can
live.
summon. No one has a
Marvel
real
is
summoning
streaming their
skills.
live stream right
It's
now.
kind of special. And of course, she turned herself into Darkchild, which is her ultimate form. Um, Tell me more about Magic in this game.
Yeah, sure. I think one of the great things about Magic is not just how she plays, but who she is as a character. I think longtime readers recognize Magic. She first appeared way back in the classic Giant Size X-Men #1 back in 1975, but that was when she was Colossus's adorable little sister. She wasn't a member of the X-Men yet at that point. Then things got weird. She gets taken to Limbo, which is this alternate dimensional hellscape, where she's raised to her teenage years, learns sorcery and combat, eventually overthrows the ruler and becomes the queen, forges a sword out of the
She's
pieces
taken
of her
by
own soul,
Belasco, the
and then
demon of
returns to
Limbo,
join the New Mutants
and
and
an
the
alternate
X-Men.
version
She's got
of
this mutant ability
Storm
to teleport,
teaches
like
her
you
light
said, Danny.
magic.
She also is adept at using magic and sorcery, summoning demons from Limbo, and then she's got this massive soul sword that can change appearance based on her whims, and is exceptionally powerful.
The
So
soul
she's a
sword she
really cool
crafted
character all
herself
around,
from a
both in terms
fragment
of
of her
story
own
and
soul,
playability.
which is why it's called her
Yep,
soul sword.
Mark hit all the nails on the head. Magic really brings all the aspects together when it comes to magic and swordsmanship. Being able to dash around the battlefield, being able to debuff opponents, and we really wanted to lean into the demon aspect, summoning all manner of different limbo demons, even sort of hydras and other cool stuff that we're going to see in just a minute here.
Well, yeah, that's a great introduction. We don't want to spoil the intro story for Magic. Um, Mark, what's the summary, one liner for Magic?
Well, Magic is kind of the X-Men and New Mutants sorcerer and sword fighter. She is ready to take the demons of Limbo and storm the primary Earth to end this convergence.
All right, so thanks for helping me explaining Magic, and also we're gonna also have extra help from the community as well. We have started the content creator core program, back in 2 months ago, and it has been pretty success. Then we open up to the United States and Canada for open application, and today I want to announce eight of them content creation creator that's gonna help us, uh, making more video content for this game. Tech guy, if you can throw up the image. So
Woo!
the eight members are Admiral Jensen, Kerberg, whatever, Uwe Thor, Player One Games, Now the Fake, Kraken Now, Misery Hit Company, and Unstable Gamer. Um, they are on standby to create content for the game, and congrats. This season runs until the end of February, and we're gonna get a fresh
Hence one of
draw
the reasons
every
I'm
week.
making this
So
content with
do
this live
well.
stream right
Do check
now.
out their content on the social media, YouTube or Twitch. All right. I'm sure everyone is like, show me magic right now.
ev-
But before we dive
Everyone's
into
got to be
that,
waiting at the
you
edge of
know,
their seat.
everyone is so excited. You know, we even have a famous artist, David Nakayama, to help us celebrate.
And just going
the
back
launch
to
of Magic
one
today.
geeky thing I
Mark,
just want to point out about Magic.
I'm
Her
sure you
soul
know
sword,
David
originally,
Nakayama.
it
Have you
only
guys
had
worked
mystic
before?
properties. So
Yeah,
she
yeah,
couldn't
David-
use it
David's
as a
done
physical
ton of
sword.
work for Marvel. He
She
does
she
lots of
could
covers. He's done
dispel
some
with
interior
it,
works. He actually
but
drew
she
an issue of
couldn't
Spider-Man that I wrote,
affect
like, 10, 15
anything
years
physical.
ago.
That
Great
has
artist,
evolved
great
over time,
person,
and now it's a physical
and
object
just
as well.
wonderful stuff. Some of the,
Welcome,
coolest
Laura,
art
and
that
welcome,
David has worked on. What I
Allison.
love is a lot of the stuff from the old X-Men animated series. I remember that he did like some DVD covers and some other cool licensed promotional art for the X-Men animated series stuff, but also does these beautiful variant covers with spot colors that are really popular out there right now. Gorgeous stuff. Absolutely love David's work.
Dakota, are you a fan?
Oh, I'm a huge fan of David Nakayama's. I mean, Mark, you really spoke all the praises that you got of him. I actually didn't know that you did an issue with him. That's really awesome.
Yeah, I also heard that Magic is it's on the top of David's favorite character to draw. So to celebrate that, he has prepared a giant key art for the game. Now let's show everyone what it is.
Oh man!
Look at that.
Wow.
This is all the Magic's costume from the game inspired from there.
Man, that Dark
As you can
Child.
see, there's the modern version
Right
in the
here.
middle,
Ooh.
and Dark Child and
That's hot.
on the right side.
Comrade Batman is
So-
not being released.
How many costumes are there? Can you spot? You guys,
I'm counting
you have to count. Just give a number.
7 or 8.
47. Not
I
great.
mean,
But that's only a taste. That's only a taste.
That's only a
What you
handful.
actually-
It's about half of what is available for Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Can you spot them? I can see New Stark City. I can see
Savage Shadowland for sure.
Savage
for
Land
sure.
right up front.
I can
We've
see
got-
Eyes of Osiris far
Yeah.
Yep, there's
mid-center.
Midgardia. I see the
Yeah,
Midgardian
there's
one.
Midgardia.
I think I see the Extraordinary X-Men one, or that's something else. I can't tell, but they're all so nice.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll prepare a speed draw version at a later date to kind of walk through.
What do you guys think of those outfits
You're
right
great.
there? I think they
Well, my
look
favorite was
phenomenal,
Savage
and I am really hooked
That's all good.
on that Dark Child
help
rendition they
kick
did.
this
I thought
off,
it was fantastic.
For people who doesn't know who Magic is or what she does, let us bring in our virtual influencer, Miss June Park, and she's come here to help explain and celebrate the year-end content. Please take a look at the video.
Hello, agents. This is June Park here, reporting for duty. 안녕하세요, Jun이에요. It's been a while since our last session with the Eternals, and it's getting cold. Brr. Magic, magic, magic. Oh, how long I've been waiting for this day. Magic is finally joining Omega Flight as the 9th superhero, Ilyana Nikolaevna Rasputina. That's a long name. Magic is both a spellcaster and melee sword wielder, adept and capable in various combat situations. Magic spells include an array of debuffs that confuse enemies and cause damage over time. With the use of her soul sword and mutant power of stepping discs, she can instantly close gaps between enemies within split seconds. Magic is scariest when she becomes the demon herself, with her ultimate skill, Dark Child, granting her a whole new flurry of skills that deal explosive damage. Fully capable and ready to make her debut at Omega Flight, this Soul Sword slashing, magic casting mutant is sure to play a role as one of the guardians of Primary Earth. Agents, blast off the winter cold with magic. Magic is with us now. 매직과 함께하세요. 또 만나요. Marvel Future Revolution. Download now.
June kind of freaks me out.
All right.
he have to be honest. I was like, I was trying to focus on magic, but it was like, June, you're freaking me
don't
out.
forget, today's update, it's both magic and Spider-Man content. And what you see here, it's a development build. Whatever stats you see in this game might be changed when the game is finally updated. So be forewarned. All right. So, wow, my nickname is Magic with us, bro. So Magic is with us today, bro.
Bro.
Bro, look at her. Look at her. That was Saber Shadow is one of my favorite.
Oh, it's so nice.
So nice. Let's get in. What she do? Get some a big giant sword.
Comrade, you're absolutely right. People are just going to go nuts tomorrow.
Now, first up, let's look at her various costumes. All right. One of my favorite part about Magic's costume is her sword changes based on the parts you equip. So if you have a favorite sword for her, you can do that in the game.
And it fits with her story because, you know, it's a little piece of her soul, and it has changed over the years in appearance in the comics as well. So every time we've seen Magic throughout the years, it kind of morphs and changes depending on who she is at that moment of her life. So it makes sense here that she could have various versions of the sword throughout various versions of herself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So by default, you know, player gonna start off with a modern look. That's a modern look.
I gotta admit, that modern look, the look that you get, looks good. I mean, everything about that outfit, that armor goes back to the comics, and it is a huge call out to the comics that big fans of Magic will love.
What's amazing about the Marvel Monster team is they are very meticulous about details on her costume.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite?
It contains all the key elements when it comes to the headgear, the shoulder guard. You can really see how they've totally evolved it into the new Stark City tech. But it just, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's her classic Eldritch armor with kind of an Iron Man spin to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, next we're gonna look for Xanarf. Get a sword changes.
Oh, with the Nova emblem right on the sword. That's awesome.
Just about to say, look how well that's woven in there. Oh, man.
To let you know, she belongs to Xanarf, right? With the Nova core.
Hmm.
Okay, this is Midgardia.
Zoom out, Danny.
Asgardian inspired armor.
Ooh, that's really sexy.
Yep, she fits right in there.
I know where
Hey,
my
don't forget
Midgardia
about
is
her
going
weapon
once I can
policy.
transmute it.
Pretty good.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Totally.
Big fan of the
I love that
the
one.
Asgardian costume, the Goddess of Thunder costume for Storm, and that one fits so nicely.
They were going through, like, New Stark City and Xanarth. I'm like, but Midgardia, it's hot.
Storm was a mentor to Ileana, so it's just nice to see that they really kept that thread of mentor and student together.
The war paint on the armor.
That's nice. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whose favorite is? I heard there's someone's favorite. Mystic Arcana.
That's a great one.
Yeah. And what's fun about that?
That
is
Mystic
that they-
Arcana,
the Marvel team was really
definitely
great at
another
redesigning the sword
comic
to
call out.
fit into the
Huge
field.
fan of that costume right
The run
there.
of Mystic Arcana, it was just a regular suit, but now it feels like a cohesive costume.
Very good.
That's
The Fall of the Mutants. Which one is this from?
Classic.
So that was from, yeah. So that was a classic one.
Yep.
Back when she was in her younger phase, it was more of a child. But now it's been repurposed to fit more of her adult body. Feels much more menacing. Red leather. It was again one of her older ones. She was
Man,
young.
it almost doesn't look like her. I like it though.
And yet it still fits in really well with that classic New Mutants era, where you can picture her running alongside Rusty and Skids and Boom Boom wearing that and being a part of that classic 80s, 90s team. But now it's been modernized for this and given to a more adult
That
Magic.
looks so good.
She really liked her bangs. Ex Infernus. There you go. Hydra Empire.
Oh, this one's my personal favorite. Look at that sword, and look how easily the greens and the reds all merge together to really give that Hydra feel. But oh, really,
This is menacing. Wow.
She's wearing a lot
Wow,
of eye
this is Tag
makeup.
Guy's favorite. All right.
that guy's favorite.
Nice. Thanks, Tag Guy. Dark Domain.
Here we go. Here we go.
Look at that tag.
Oh, look that. Oh man, that looks pretty hot. Hot.
If she shows up in Dimensional Duel, I'm running. That's a terrifying costume.
Without a doubt.
Oh man, that looks so
Can
good.
die.
Wow, that's
Look
great.
at that. Oh, that. The sword has all this runes.
The runic symbols. Oh, really feels like that.
Heroic Age. Very iconic. It looks like all the
That's
best
her
hits
armer coming out of
favorite
her
hits,
mystical
all-
abilities.
are all in this game right now, and this kind of Netmarble took a modern spin to it as well. Shiny. Uncanny X-Men. I think it's now the fixed favorite.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's, a
that's
good
one of my
too.
favorites. You know, it's just that classic, clean X-Men look. I'm a sucker for the old blue and gold, and that's a great look on her.
Oh,
So if you still have, hoarding the box, the welcome box from all the way since launch, well, you're in luck. You'll be getting this.
got 156 of them ready to go to her.
All right, now we go to some special ones. This is the steampunk version. Look at that mask.
I don't like that
Bit of
mask
steam.
over their face.
Rise of the East. Costume.
Let's see. Turn her around. I mean, it's okay.
Ah.
That Dark Domain is pretty freaking smart.
So, Mark, do you remember what we did with Rise of the East? Like, why we come up with Rise of the East series?
You know, I don't know the origins of that line, Danny. I don't recall exactly what the impetus was to get that one up and running, but I know they're all beautiful.
Yeah, it's just inspired by Eastern aesthetic. It's like, what if these heroes come from the East instead of the West?
Right. Yeah.
What would they be envisioned like? And this is one of the freshly themed set for behind Rise of the East. Oh, welcome back, Dakota.
And what I love about that set and
be back.
some of the ones that were not specifically inspired by comic stories or by other media is that it allowed the teams at Netmarble, of the design teams at Netmarble, to really just go wild and come up with something fresh and creative inspired by these characters, but applying their own aesthetic. And I think that, you know, when you look at Eyes of Osiris or Rise of the East, those specifically, there's some really wild ideas in there that are still true to the characters, but take them in bold directions that we haven't necessarily seen in other versions of these characters in other media. And I think that's a really cool thing that they got to do as the Netmarble design team.
Yeah, finally I spotted one without the bangs, which is Eyes of the Osiris.
Oh, she's got that headband to hold everything back.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Even that sword. What do you call this weapon? Dakota?
These are soul
Egyptian.
swords.
Yeah,
No.
well, I think
Oh,
I
her.
think this is, oh my gosh, it's not a scimitar. It is something else that I'm forgetting the name of. It's a specific
That looks
Egyptian
pretty
weapon
good.
that is called.
I don't
So
know if that's
harvesting.
Anubis. Maybe it's
Yeah.
Harvesting
Iris.
souls.
But that head on her shoulder, that looks pretty
The Popesh.
wicked.
There you go.
Khopesh. The Popesh. That's that
Kopesh.
big curve you got on that.
Of course, my favorite is Sever Shadowland, which I got down equipped.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like
I forgot
Savage
dinosaur
Dinosaur
sword.
Shadowland.
or a dinosaur claw. That sword.
I think it's somebody.
I do not
Yeah.
like that outfit simply because it's not her soul sword at all.
Oh, that's purple. I need some vibrant.
Hey, Poppy.
Anyway, cool costumes. Many more to come in the future, as usual. All right, what's next? What's next? What should we do? Should we go check out some skills?
Yes.
I'd love to see her in action.
All right.
Come on,
Should we,
let's
go
see
to
the
Sakai?
melee build.
Actually, let me
The
move.
best place to fight.
Okay. Come on,
Lots of
jump up,
things to kill.
sprint. I want to see
Hey,
that
check it
sprint.
out.
I knew it. I knew it. Do that sprint again. I want to see how far she goes. Man. Come on, Danny. I want to see how long that sprint goes.
Let me put some.
It does look like
Yeah,
it's longer
before we
than a
go
Widow
into
sprint,
this,
and it looks like a
let's
Captain
take
America
a look
sprint.
At some questions. Let's see. If you guys have any question, please feel free to put it in. Our tech people will start sending us some
Yeah, tech guy's on it.
questions. Hey, we have no questions yet. Micah just asked, "What's up with the Luna Snow background?" Oh yeah, Luna Snow is always a guest to me, and she's always accompanying me everywhere. You know, and as you know, we have a joint collaboration with Netmarble, created Marvel's first K-pop superhero, which is Luna Snow. And she's not in the game yet, but she can hang out with us at all times, hang out with me, hang out with you, to go through all the stream. Alejandro from Facebook, thank you. I'm excited about Magic as well. I think we are all
No,
excited
Poppy,
about
they haven't
Magic. And
talked
don't
about
worry, we're
her
gonna show
skills
off
yet.
all the contents today. You just have to wait for it because we're doing this lockstep so we can kind of understand how to play Magic.
Thank you, Erica.
So, Erica,
Appreciate that.
so I'm going to repeat the question or the comment. So Erica from somewhere, YouTube, I think, has mentioned, and from Facebook, actually say, Dakota, you're a cutie.
True.
Thank you.
Yes, I can attest
It
to
totally
that. Yes.
is.
Any more questions? Okay, let's move. So for OP Gamer question about if the game will have any Christmas offering, stay tuned on that. I mean, it's not Christmas yet. In 10 days, it will be Christmas. Depends on where you are in the world. We'll do that. But it's going to be a holiday celebration. You know, for those who don't celebrate Christmas, we also want everybody to be inclusive. So happy holidays to all. All right, let's dive in. Actually, let me put some sound on. There you go.
Come on, Danny. Let's see that sprint. I want to see that sprint again.
Let me go.
Okay.
Why are they attacking me? Anyway.
All right, post what you can do, Danny.
All right. So there are three category for magic. One is her soul sword lane, her dark magic lane, and also her summoning lane. So there are three different disciplines.
So she's got three
So
separate
for
builds.
soul sword class, you get stuff like anything that uses the sword, right? So in this case, like you have your soul slash, which is quick. It's a forward motion or an arc motion of your sword. So here's some sword spin. You can see them sword spin.
There we go with that AoE stuff
You have
I
some
talked about in the last video. I
some
mean,
vertical
13%.
height
That's
slashing down.
not
on
bad.
sword. And then also you have the gut break highest one is knockdown.
But I
enemy
don't
when the skill
see-
ends.
At least for that first skill, I don't see any kind
Okay.
of buff or debuff on any
The
of
other
them.
class you have, it's
Applies
black magic
damage
class.
relative to
And don't
13.3%
forget, she's
of
also a
attack per
magic,
second. For
User as
5
well.
seconds.
So,
right there in her
For
name.
5 seconds when the skill ends. There we go.
But- So yeah, so a lot of magic is also dealing some effects and status and effect and stuff depends on what you do. So there are other classes. I won't dive too much into it. I'll let you guys explore. So this is a damage base black magic. Now, the summoning class type, which is
Knocks
also known
back
as
when the
the
skill
Legion of Demons,
lands.
you
Wow,
you can
that's a lot of
summon
damage.
stuff.
2,000% damage.
Now let's take a look at one of this. So this one summoned a Limbo Hydra.
Airborne when the skill lands.
That one giant one comes in. You saw the triple Hydra one that goes across horizontally. Then you have your dual Hydra crunch. So this is the Hydra. They're all
Knocks
Hydra,
back when the skill
but it
lands
comes
and
out differently
drags
from
when the skill
ground,
lands.
from the sky, from the sides, you name it. So it depends on your playstyle.
Oh, that's kind
There's
of
some
like a
low guard break, high
demonic
guard
Black
break,
Widow
various
grapple.
mix, but then the trade-off is cooldown and stamina usage as well. Another soul sword class, which is a larger kind of AoE style. This is bigger forward motion version. There's a slam version.
Wow, 1748% damage.
And then there's also get off my
Decrease all
face
damage
version.
received by 50% for 2 seconds, stuns for 3 seconds.
The
Wow,
other
that's
black
nice.
magic class is kind of like lay down, quote unquote, trap around yourself, right? So what you see one is this like decreased movement speed of your enemies, and then you also have
Confuses for 5 seconds
confused
when the
enemy
skill
type
lands. Oh, we got some
style.
Doctor Strange action going on there.
you have also
Cannot use dodge skills
disabled
for
dodge
3
skill,
seconds.
enemy dodge
oh,
skill, so they can't
man.
dodge, so you will always hit them.
We got some Yandu action on
And
that
there's
skill.
also the homing ones that does chase them.
Cannot use dodge. That is
Transform you
complete
into
PvP.
Rats. Are those limbo rats?
Nice.
Such a lovely push. I mean, you've never seen that before in the comics, so now we've really pushed the magic to do something completely different.
Right. Now, what is more exciting about summoning not just the Hydra? For example, this one
Decrease
dropped down
movement,
from the
15
sky.
seconds
with a giant
Limbo Commander summon duration.
imp type.
Applies 51.5%
So
of
this guy
magic's
stays
attack.
on screen until
Wow. That is so much
his,
better
HP meter
than
knocks
Iron
down
Man's and
and
Doctor
goes away.
Strange's dupes.
all right. And then there are also other
Transfers 15%
minions
of damage
from
received
Limbo as
to
well,
summon
such as
allies for
Limbo
15
Imp. They
seconds.
come out from the ground and start throwing fireballs at
And then
enemies.
13-second Limbo Imp summon duration applies 61.8%
It's like she's got her
of
own
magic's
built-in
attack.
companion system.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's one that is limbo.
So I have a
Hound
theory on
that
that,
will
JM.
chase down enemies around you, near you, and will keep attacking until they go away.
JM, I want to come back to that question because I have a very good theory on why, and it does make sense.
So the different demon types really just help emphasize that she can do more than just summon a big Hydra. You can have all sorts of different
Wow,
types of
she
demons, whatever fits your
has
play.
Right. This
a
is
huge
probably one of my favorite.
selection of
This Limbo Dragon, a baby version,
summon demons.
actually will comes out and do a carpet bombing first. Then it will start chasing enemies around. And start
I'm not
dealing,
seeing Lockheed though. Where's
you know,
Lockheed?
just
Is
fire
that supposed to be the baby
damage. I'm
Limbo
not sure it
Dragon?
would actually burn them, but it seems like it causes burn damage. We have to double check on that portion.
Mm-hmm.
And what I love about these types of attacks
Polly?
is that we have a magic user in Doctor Strange, but his
Just gonna go to the questions here in chat. Polly, nothing on cards yet. JM, you said why developers decide for the non-popular Magic? Better Thor or another popular member of the Avengers, for example, to attract more new players to the game? Just saying, it's common sense. The reason I believe Magic was selected was, for one, Marvel wanted her. Why did Marvel want her? Because she is going to be very important in the Marvel universe going forward. If you pick up the issues, the current issues of The Death of Doctor Strange that's out right now, you will see what I'm talking about, and I don't want to spoil that.
A little bit of teleportation to close the gap between you and the enemies. Like, for example, this one is, you look at her range, and she just go behind enemies and do a slash. Right? And then you have this one that actually, she's not going to move, but she's going to poke you through all those portals that comes out from the side.
What's the range on it?
So cool. I love it.
And this one is like, what about swords from the ground?
Oh my god.
And this one is like, hey, guess where I am? So he can't even dodge
Oh
that.
man, that is
Anybody in the
sick.
skies will get hit as well. Now, one of my favorite gag is like, hey, what happened if, like, the demon is like bigger than Ant-Man? It's like how does the Limbo Queen bring them in, right? So we call this the demon hand. Like, it's like, hi, demon hand from the sky, punch, boom. So this one summons a large demonic fist on top of the target and just go, bam.
A demon hand.
Right, so it will actually provide a knockdown on all enemies. Now, that's from the sky. What about from elsewhere? So we have hand that comes from
Oh
the
my God.
side. Boom. And then we have giant hand that claws from the ground.
Decrease
Mm.
movement
It's too big.
speed by
It's
43% when
the
the skill lands. So she's going to need some accuracy, especially
Then we have one
for
that just
PvP.
grab you and say, you're in my hands.
Stuns for
and
3
just
seconds
crush
when the
you.
skill lands.
Look at that.
Man,
Beautiful.
dude, Polly, she is made for PvP.
So
This
this
is sick.
is also Legion of the Demons. So the summoning classification of skills. And of course, her basic attack. You know, from range, she's both range and melee. From
That's
range,
pretty
she casts
cool.
a dark magic, and then she can close in the gap and start using her sword. And her ultimate,
Let's see what Dark
Which
Child
is-
does.
Dark Child. So she'll
Knocks
turn into
down,
Dark Child,
becomes
and
invincible.
She have 3 exclusive skills that is different.
Mobility,
from,
immunity.
Magic's arsenal.
Recovers
skills. So when you're
HP.
in that form,
Boom!
you
43%.
are actually
Told you
doing
guys.
more damage. You can actually knock
Decreases
down everyone
long
around
range
you and
damage
actually
received.
recovers
Wow.
your HP as well while you're in that form instantly. And guard break is very high against your opponents during this
Man,
form.
this ultimate, dude,
And
I mean,
how do we trigger it? So there is a Dark Child gauge. The more attack you're using,
dude.
it charge up the gauge,
Hang on,
and when it's
hang on, I just gotta do
anywhere
this.
over 50.
Dude, this ultimate is crazy. Oh my god. Recovers, decrease long range damage, knocks down, becomes invincible, immobility, immunity. Dude, that is sick. It may not last for that long, and it might be hard to do in PvP, but imagine that in Omega War. Just launching that, recovering health in Omega War. Man, dude. I mean, the regen makes sense for her because what she does is she jumps to Limbo, she regenerates and comes back. Time moves slower in Limbo, so it's like she never left at all. So it makes sense. But dang, dude, that is so sick. So many people are swapping to magic. I can almost guarantee you that instead of all these Iron Men, we're going to see just non-stop magics all over the place.
Oh,
So you're in the sky. The hand works too.
Oh my
And you go behind
god.
him and slash him from the sky.
mhm.
Dodge. So when you're in the range, you can just spam it. Don't mean to do that.
Just take him
I
out.
have fat fingers. Now, if you're feeling,
That
Like,
just
you got
looks
a summoning
awesome.
type
I mean,
of,
the animation for the
class.
demon hands.
you just bring in someone, like the imp, and you fall upon them. And look at him, he's over there. He's gonna mess stuff up.
Oh man.
He's gonna help you.
Wow. That friend you
Limbo
summoned,
is
they
here
are
on
so
Sakar.
strong.
And then you just help him out by just punching from the sky.
Oh my
He would be
god.
great friends with Bragomir.
Most
Okay.
I just love the animations on this.
I like how so you can see the gauge is kind of over 50% charge.
But an important
I'm
question
gonna let the
here
gauge go some more.
is melee build. How is it going to be in PvP? Is she going to suffer from the issues that Captain America and especially Black Widow suffered with melee? I don't think so, but I mean these NPCs don't evade all that much.
See the whole
Oh, we were in Sakar, but that looked like the Hydra Empire.
talk about that.
Polly, 2 words. No. 3 words. Ultimate gauge recovery.
Yeah, I'm loving that dash effect when you're teleporting.
Try to bring everybody here. Come on.
Oh, I like
Ooh,
that.
I love the run around.
Look,
Yeah.
run in a straight line, Danny.
All right, let's go.
Oh wait, did you guys see that? Oh my god, that is so. I'm not sure if I saw that correctly, but when somebody was shooting at her and she teleported, those projectiles couldn't chase her. I would love that, just for walking through DZ, and not have to be attacked by everything I see.
He's gonna chase. So someone's actually gonna follow you and chase them.
That's it doesn't look like a pushover either.
Now she does have specialization that converts her HP into attack, and also she does have specialization that leech enemy HP. So she's kind of like a burst.
A what? Something about a leech.
Yeah, you want to be in the fight with magic.
There you go.
So Magic's going to really control upcoming invasion because of the amount of damage she can take and how much she can regenerate. Of course, any companions that you're going to have. So JM says, I really hope in the good way that Magic do the needed magic for preventing players from leaving the game. And next time the developers don't take that long to bring another character. I mean, I agree with you to a certain extent. I think balance is the most difficult thing that they were trying to do. I have to be honest here, and I don't think it's balanced. I don't think she's balanced based on what I'm reading. Now, that's just reading and not playing, and I don't know how that ultimate is going to work, and I don't know how these specializations are going to work.
Now, there's a lot of different specialization you can have, right? If you are into the soul sword skill stuff, you want to have
Increasing attack by
increase your attack
20% for 6
when
seconds
you
when you're
use
using
your
a soul
skill,
sword class
right?
skill. Increase
you have
duration of status effects dealt
status
to
effect
enemy by
dealt to
30%.
enemies, right? So you want to increase that duration as well.
Increases
You have
damage
sword
dealt to
mastery,
targets with
which
50% HP or below
anybody
by
that you
25%.
hit with 50% HP below, you actually
That's a Black
increase your
Widow
damage.
spec.
Yeah, really making
Absorbs
it easier.
3% of damage dealt using a soul sword class skill as HP.
So when you
Dude.
also favor sword class skills, you can actually absorb 3% of damage dealt with your soul sword. So you hit as you heal. That's pretty cool, I guess.
Increases
Then,
ultimate skill gauge
if you're into
recovery by
the mystic arts,
52.5%
you want
for
to
5
increase your
seconds
ultimate skill
when using
really
a
quick,
dark magic class
so
skill.
that you can turn into Dark Child as fast as possible.
Oh my god,
But
that's so
don't
sick.
forget, when you turn into Dark Child,
Holy
you actually heal your HP instantly
smokes.
and remove all debuff on yourself.
52% of the ultimate skill gauge. Converts 3% of
this one
HP into
converts
attack.
3% of
This
HP
is the
into
new
attack.
Captain Marvel.
And then this one decreased damage dealt by 47.
Decreases
when guard is
damage
broken.
received by
So this is for safety.
47% when guard is broken. Okay, when guard is broken. Creates a barrier equal to 25% of
I'm not gonna go
max
to explain more on
HP.
this stuff.
That's a
They can
Captain
take
America ability.
for themselves.
Increase
I'm
ultimate
actually
gauge
looking
recovery. Decrease
for
all skill cooldown.
The
Increase
one
stamina
that's actually
recovery.
summoned by the Legion, which is a
Dude,
the
guys.
passive one. So this one, if you are into summons, it actually increase all the attack defense HP of your Legion. Now, the development team has actually sent some suggestion on what kind of build people might want to do. Let's see. What do you guys think so far?
For us? Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's incredible.
She's going to want to do damage and take damage. That's the build you're going to want to go for, more than likely in this. It's going to make you absolutely perfect for invasion.
So, now, as a melee character, if you want to be a tank type magic, tank or sustain, you want to be able to sustain your DPS also at the same time, right? So, your specialization is as you've seen previously, you use your Eldritch Enforcement, which is the 25% health barrier, when you use Legion of Demon summon skill. So when you summon, you actually regain 25% of your health barrier. And then there is Domain Mastery, which I'm showing right here, right? It increases attack, defense HP of all your summons by 30%.
Wow.
Now, while you're busy doing the melee fight, you must be able to lifesteal as well with the soul absorption. And also Mystic Mastery, which is convert 3% of your HP.
So it says increase attack defense and HP of limbo subordinates. I'm curious if they're targetable, because correct me if I'm wrong, nothing that were summoned, even companions or duplicates, they were never targeted. So if these can be targeted, that's big. That's really big. So you can actually have a target take your damage for you.
Very, very good for that. So high HP, you get decent damage, you can sustain better with your summons and lifesteal. So for anybody that wants to do like a long quest, this build will actually sustain you far longer than any other skills. Now, if you want to do pure damage and just CC type, like crowd control, right? You want to do specialization in your limbo control, which is reduce cooldown, right? And the soul control, increase your stamina when you dodge, which is great. This one, right?
When you
using dodge
dodge.
Now,
So
that's
you don't
also
even need to
infinite
use a
darkness
skill for it.
specialization, which causes stats effects to last 30% longer. So that's good for crowd control. Confuse, burn, knockdown.
Polly, the targeting system has never let me target them.
Now, the recommended costume for this type of the damage / crowd control type is actually Shadowland or the Hydra Empire costumes. This build is good for PvP, right? If you like to spam skill and increase effective of your, status ailment kind of stuff, this is great. You know, the right use of dodge and skill combination can literally destroy enemy in PvP. But this build is not recommended for beginners. So be warned, forewarned. All right, so let's take some questions. Do you have any questions on the channel? Any question? Tech guy? Yep. Comment from Specs from Discord moderator. Hey Specs.
We love Specs.
Yes, thank you for calling me, myself, and Mark a cutie as well. Thank you. Thank you.
I support them both in being
Dakota
called
is voted best cutie. Okay, let's move on. Any serious question, tag guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and back out of full screen.
Can you repeat the question? You know, secrets. Are we gonna create more Omega War maps? Sure. The dev team always take the feedback and try to analyze, like, hey,
There, probably
try to
asked
keep
your
the game
question about the
fresh,
Omega card.
you know. And new map it's a possibility, right? We're gonna show training ground today. You're gonna see some cool stuff, which is great, right? So we're always looking for something new to add to the game. Will there be a level cap coming soon? Not in this update. For transmutation with magic, you know, we will let you know when you are able to start transmuting, as soon as possible if we know the date.
So I was
But,
talking
there's no
about
date
this in my alliance today, about transmuting to magic. And while we can't transmute to magic right now, one thing I'm doing is I have a Xanderth helmet and I have a Xanderth chest. Of course, we don't know what these are going to do, but I'm going to slowly get the other pieces with magic, and once I can transmute them, I can transmute them over. So you actually feel like you're making progress on something, even though you're not going to have a full set. Of course, if you want to go ahead and spend and get those, more power to you. I have 3 full regional sets. I'm not going to be buying any more. Not buying any more for the purpose of getting more regional sets, unless, you know, maybe there's something new that I want. But having 3 full regional sets, I don't really need anymore.
I don't want this. I want this into here. And then I want to summon somebody. Who you guys want us to summon?
Let's
like imps.
go.
You like imps?
Yeah, I was gonna say let's go with the imps. I mean, I know you like the hatchling, Danny. So either of those two.
Yeah.
The Rainbow Dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. Set it up. Oops, sorry. Baby dragon come out. He's really a baby dragon.
I do like the carpet.
This chase. Ah, Keep chase from the far. Oh, look at it turned into a rat.
Love that stuff.
I don't know, Poppy. I think
I love how big and bold
everyone
the
is getting
animations
nerfed by
are for her
Magic.
powers. It really fits her personality well.
I want to see something cool.
Always.
It's a good
yeah.
segue to our next one. If you see my summon, like who do I have from summon?
What?
This is my companion.
Is that
Let's bring the
Spidey?
companion here.
What do you know?
So he's still here.
I
My
knew
companion is
it.
still here.
You could web with the
Gonna keep shooting
Spidey
webs at people.
companion.
He's gonna follow us around until his time goes out.
What is he wearing?
So this costume is inspired by latest firm. Dakota, you can explain.
Sure. That is a specialty costume that's also coming in this update for inspired by Spider-Man No Way Home. As you might have seen in the trailers, he has a special black and gold costume with his own special reasonings and needs that I'm sure will all come to light.
So yeah, that's a good segue to companions. Let's talk about companions. All right, first up, we have Spider-Man costume
Awesome.
inspired by Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, what does he do? So when he comes in, when he shoots the web at you, it decreases the movement speed of enemy by 30% and accuracy for 15% decrease for 7 seconds upon the stack down reach. Now, also, they'll turn into cocoon for 4 seconds when you get stuck on the web. The unique thing about this one is he actually follows you around this time around and attacks all nearby enemies while he's active. Right?
That's awesome.
Now, the next one is Daredevil. As you can see, you have met him in Savage Shadowland.
Straight out of Savage Shadowland.
Look at him. Look at that costume.
Give me the details.
When he's not corrupting kids, he's serving as your companion.
Even
So-
he knows the threat of the conversion.
He is a special companion.
Decrease.
We got a menu.
That looks like Spider-Man's
So-
ability.
He has a radar sense. He'll throw a club to deal damage, right? So enemies that got hit cannot dodge attacks for a certain duration.
Oh, nice.
So if you want
So that's
to
another
use
Yondu.
Daredevil before you unleash your whatever arsenal barrage of skills and powers upon your enemies, it's your best buddy. Also
Nice.
joining us this
More
update
classic
is,
heroes coming in.
it's Yoshitori. Who's your favorite companion, by the way, from all this update so far?
I think, for me, the one that I've got equipped right now in my summon slot, I've got Gilgamesh. And he's great as, going up against heavy hitters. I usually swap him out with my Yondu when I want to get somebody who needs a larger area of attack, because his Yaka arrow does a nice perimeter and takes out a whole lot of scorpions at once, I find. And I've always got a soft spot for Gary Clubb, because he was my first companion. And around the house, we love Gary.
Do you know Gary Club, Dakota?
Oh, I do know a Gary Clubb, and he had choice words to say about being positioned as a hater of mutants, but he has made his redemption arc in this game to become one of the prime companions that you can choose from. And then for me, I'm a personal fan of the mechanical options, though Vision and Ultron are good companions.
I gotta say, I'm really surprised, unless they're gonna show them, about Lockheed not being there and no X-Men being there for Magic being in X-Men.
This guy marks enemies deal 450 damage, and it will consume 1 dodge bar of your enemies.
Whoa!
Okay. The next one is Akiko. She's a ranged companion. It'll follow you around, but also attack enemies around you. But she throw her signature giant shuriken. else do we have missing here? Just a normal guy with Mr. Kirigi. So he also follows you around and attacks nearby enemies once active, but he's more a melee guy.
So Daredevil brought a lot of friends.
Oh yeah, I think he brought the whole troop, man.
Yeah, the hand is coming in.
Am I missing somebody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're good. We have 5 companions on this update. 1 Spidey and 4 from Cyber Shadowland. All right. Now, what can we say about Spidey? So, Spidey not only have a costume from inspired from the movies, the latest movies. We also have the new Epic Invasion as well.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that, Mark?
Yeah, sure. There's if for those who played through the early levels in the Hydra Empire, there were hints that a mysterious person by the name of Quentin Beck, emphasis on mysterious, person named Quentin Beck, was causing some trouble, causing some problems for Nick Fury and the rest of Omega Flight. But they never quite ended up catching him. Agents were looking for him and never found him. And now we'll find out what he's been up to. And this time, he may have brought along some friends. Maybe.
Maybe. I can see. I do not have Epic Invasion here today. Where's my Epic?
Well, then the players will just have to experience it for themselves.
Where's my Epic Invasion?
You got to go to the little character.
We'll wait for it, whether it will come back. But yes. So in Epic Invasion, Stage 1 to Stage 5, we're going to post the maintenance note up. What did I do? You will be fighting not just one. You will be fighting all of them. Depends on the stage, right? Each one it's a handful of villains from the Sinister Six.
Can we not have thorns all over the ground everywhere? My Black Widow can only dodge so much. That's all I ask.
Mysterio will cast various devices around the map, and then if you don't destroy it, something else will happen.
You'll just have to pay very careful attention to what Mr. Fury was up to at each level.
Exactly. All right. Next, let's bring out Training Ground. So what is a Training Ground? So Training Ground...
I'm looking forward to this so much.
It's a new mode introduced to ease players' growth experience. So previously, players spent unnecessary time in that zone just to level up daily, and that is causing a bunch of stress in terms of playing enjoyment. So the dev team has created a separate PvE background and stages where you can go in based on your levels and start getting experience point and also mining some stuff. Here are some details more about it. All right. You can potentially get...
Potentially?
Yeah, where's my note? Sorry. Gold and experience points, of course. You can get some unstable convergent crystals from there. You can get various squad rank up reports in there. Various boxes like core costumes. Battle badges based on your grades. You get companion shots, so you want to mine some stuff there. Go there and do that. You get some Omega Flag Agent badges, and that's going to get turned in to convert into something else that you want. And there's also like some different level tiers of trainee textbooks that you can get. Depends on which one you have. Let's just dive into some training ground and just to get a feel out of it.
The question is it just going to be 1-star gear, or is it going to be higher than that?
In training grounds, you have 3 hours a week. You can play anytime, You can stop at any time. The timer will remember where you left. If you run out of time, you can buy more time and play to your content, right? So it's broken into, level 25, level 50, 75, and 100.
So
And
3 hours
based
a
on
week.
your level, there are different materials that you can start mining. Shall we go in?
That's a 4-star
Please.
box.
Take it away.
For free-to-play players, that's
Let's see what we
really,
get
really
from
good.
today. So as you go in, there are a bunch of minions spawning, enemies, NPCs, stuff. And you can start working your way through. So I already got a report. Change my first build. Punching from the sky is my favorite.
It looks so good.
That's so awesome. Love her animations. It looks like it might be possible, Chelsea.
So at any time, you want to see your item acquisition rate. There's a button right here on the top right corner where you can see the stuff you have completed so far.
So Chelsea asked, will the party feature
So what do I
be
have
available
right
in
here?
training grounds?
So
It looks like it's a possibility. I'm sure it just looks isolated right now
Yeah,
because
some
there's no one else playing
good
on this
stuff.
testing server he is.
for my other characters.
That's solid.
So you don't have to use a particular character to start mining for stuff, for specific stuff.
I think this is one of the modes that I'm most excited for in this release. As much as I love Magic and I love the new companions, I've got a bunch of characters that are hovering around 105 right now in terms of their levels, and to get them up to that 110 is something that is at this previously was just in the dark zone, hiding in a corner and hitting the same people over and over and over sometimes, and now to be able to have more flexibility to how I do it and to be able to mine other things at the same time, I think will be really nice. It'll be a cool new area to explore and new ways of getting those characters boosted to that final end cap that we're currently at.
So one thing cool about this update also, it's in the settings, there is a targeting right here on the right hand side. You can see the targeting priority. You can swap between frontal enemy or nearby enemy, so it's totally up to you. So with these changes in the training ground, with the introduction of training ground, so you no longer earn XP in the dark zone. All the XP stuff that you're getting will be from the training ground.
Polly.
There's a bounty.
Do each of the individual maps of the training grounds have different things that you can mine, Danny, in terms
Yeah,
of
different level, different grades of stuff.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, I'm done with this. I want to just check out.
Hey, Diego.
You can literally
Welcome.
Let me go back to my HQ.
We're just looking
That's
at
great for
training
just plug
grounds
and
right
play.
now. I'm trying to
So
get
boom,
an
let's
idea of
go.
what it's like. It seems like it's just something where you
you're
just
there.
show your character in
Right.
AFK
Now, if you go check it back,
and just let it go.
it's precisely where I left it. 2 hours 52 minutes left. Now let's take some questions if we have any.
So in that sense, Chelsea, I'm not sure you would want to party up for this. This
Fix
seems
up the
like
strange comments. There's
a
lot of
3-hour
questions.
session.
Yes.
Of course, you can break that up.
I've
But a
totally
3-hour
broken down
session where you just
based
kind of
on
let
that
your
to
character go,
balance
maybe
matches.
while you're working or whatever, and you're on your PC, and just let it go and collect whatever it needs to collect and kind of move on from there. That's what I'm getting the sense of anyway.
Someone wants to see it. All right, let's take that request real quick.
Because 3 hours is a long party.
So these are some sample costume set effects.
Right, Polly? That 4-star gearbox. Definitely. It's once a week, but 4-star gearbox is a 4-star gearbox.
You can see the new nano fusion stats that's going to get introduced to here too. I'm not sure the cost for more training time. Someone's asking the cost, but as you go into the training, you can actually see your other friends inside. You can see other players as well.
So it kind of answers one of the parts of your question. So you're going to see a whole bunch of people in there.
Any other questions?
I'm guessing it's no PvP. Kind of like the PvE zones. People going...
It's 3 hours per week. I think it's per squad.
I would assume so. I would assume that you're going to want to go
Yes,
into
training zone
Sakar
is
for the
only
highest level of,
PvE.
or highest amount of
There's no
experience.
PvP in training.
But we'll have to test that when
training grounds
we
for a
can
reason.
actually get into it tomorrow.
It's where you prepare for PvP.
Yeah.
I've been wanting an area to grind for stuff I needed for ever since the game came out, and I'm so happy to see training grounds. And
Yep, we'll see all your requests. Send in your user
as
suggestions.
a spender, I don't mind buying
and,
more time in
we
there
should be
if
good with the
I can
content.
get another 4-star box.
Not going to spoil too much on the Sinister 6 Epic Invasion. It's going to be fun. The steps, the power level required for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is similar to the previous Epic Invasion. So the entry requirement is similar. So not to worry. Is there anything
Polly,
else
I
that
think
forget?
you'll be able to do that with the exception of any new characters.
I don't think so.
You know, this
I
is
think
this
it
is
did not.
the tack.
Yeah,
I
so
take
I want to
when
reiterate.
a company puts out a product, hires employees, needs to pay for them. Because of that, we can't transmute to Magic for a certain amount of time.
There'll be 3 channels for Dark Zone.
With that being said, I think that's going to come to an end. You know, it's always in mobile games. The people who want to get to it first are going to pay. The people who are willing to wait to do something, you know, maybe grindable or maybe free, they'll have to wait a certain amount of time, and then they'll be able to do it for little to no cost. And so I think we're looking at the same thing here with Magic. Everyone who wants the Magic to have a full gear set on day one is definitely going to go out and buy it, even though they might have another gear set that they could transmute to another character. So we all know we've played mobile games for how long, and kind of know that that is the basic of mobile gaming economies.
You know, to make this more fun, Netmarble has made some collectible cards for giveaway. Right, I'm gonna show it right here. I have it in my hands. Right here.
Ooh.
They're collectible cards, right? So we have, you know, if you remember these cards,
Ooh, that's clean. That's his Hydra skin in the middle, right?
Spider-Man.
Oh, with the Spider-Punk skin. That's
Spider-Punk.
awesome.
Yes.
Why is Luna Snow in the background?
Nice.
Yeah,
Air Force
Air-
Captain Marvel.
This.
the
Doctor
black
Strange
arm.
his Defender suit.
The Defender suit. That's strange.
Got this.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Marvel Now Black and Gold.
Mm-hmm.
This.
Storm in her 90s outfit.
God, that's
Classic.
So nice.
This. Star-Lord.
There's the black armor Storm, but I love that one.
Black Widow.
Ooh, yeah. Right.
And last but not least,
And then the Uncanny Magic.
Your favorite.
So all this, what I didn't tell you about this is, these are limited cards, and at the back, I'm gonna cover the code. So there are codes at the back. Okay, they're gonna give out to randomly 50 players in the community, random cards from this pool of 9 cards. So each of these cards actually do redeem up to 1,000 crystals for a total of 3 times. So it's a big deal to celebrate, the year end and stuff. I think the tech guy will provide a link somewhere below for all you guys to go in and enter the giveaway, and it's gonna be 45 players actually. 45 because we'll see. 45 players lucky players will get this. We're gonna make this an ongoing stuff. Please note, Mark and Dakota, you're not eligible for the giveaway because all Marvel affiliated employees, Net Marvel employees, are not eligible for this giveaway.
Yes.
Time for the tech guy to quit. Okay.
I don't want to
Good thing
redeem
you
them. I
don't-
just want some sweet cards.
It's a good thing we're not in the competition, but we sincerely can't wait to see how many of you hundreds of viewers plus everyone else that gets these links. Hopefully, you 40 winners
So-
enjoy.
If you manage to collect 9 of this, something magical will happen, according to Net Marvel. 9 of this, yes. Maybe if we introduce the next playable character, it will be 10 of this. The requirement keep going up. I don't know. We'll worry about that later. Now, in the future, the David Nakayama art as well, that's going to be printed in high pristine poster, and that's going to be also a giveaway signed by myself, Max Sumurak, and David Nakayama, and the lucky winner will also get that signed poster as well. All right. Now, big update, big maintenance, big patch notes. That's a lot of fixes, quality of life stuff. Sorry, Doctor Strange stuff still not in. That's still being worked on. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, by the way, the giveaway is worldwide, as long as you have a legit address. Okay, if you put in the wrong address or the wrong email, you might not get it. So it's not US only; it's for everybody.
Yeah.
In the world, no matter where you are. Try your luck.
Yeah, so please remember to cross your I's and dot your T's before you submit it.
All right. So, any parting thoughts?
I mean, aside from the amazingness of Magic, I really hope everyone gets a huge kick out of the epic invasion. It's been super hush-hush, so we're really excited to see how everyone feels about it.
Good, Mark.
Yep, and I'm looking forward to seeing people exploring the training grounds. I'm looking forward to people out there playing with the new companions in their squad, and just seeing how many cool iterations of Magic start showing up in the game every day. And excited to see how fast people boost them to high levels.
So, one more thing, which we never mentioned, for the Spider-Man players, there will be an extra costume, which is the black and gold. It's the same black and gold costume available for your playable character
Oh
as well,
man.
so it can look cool in there. And this is a multi multiverse kind of thing. I'm looking forward to see a tons of black and gold Spidey suit running around, including your companions as well.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see
Alright.
black and gold Spideys with companion black and gold Spideys. That's what I want to see.
For those that can't get enough of their friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
It seems like black and gold is the theme here, right? It's magic black and gold, yellow gold, Spidey black and gold. So, well, this is the last stream of 2021. I am going away after this stream. I'll see everybody on the next stream. So maybe next time we will even have more story content, maybe some future roadmap, that kind of stuff. We are excited for 2022. The year of 2021, this game has only been launched for less than 4 months. We are approaching the 4th month on Christmas,
Comrade.
which is great. And we thank the players, for their passion, for their constant feedback. We are fortunate to have won iPad Game of the Year from Apple App Store, and also, Best Competitive from Google Play Store. This motivates the developer to work double hard, to plan more for the future, and I think they can't wait to show you more what's in stock for this game. The future is bright. This is Marvel Future Revolution, and we are going to have a revolutionary year in 2022. So continue to stay safe, everyone. Be nice to each other in these trying times. Hi to all the gang from Discord. I know you guys are looking forward to this. And until next time, I'll see you on Discord and the next stream. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Dakota. And thank you, everybody. See you next time.
Thank you.
See you out there.
No code? Oh man. Alright, so what did everyone think? I know I got 8 of you on here, and you've been chatting up a storm. Or 8 of you left, I should say. I am really excited. I think my PvP is going to suffer a lot. Going forward with Magic, I don't know yet what my strategy is going to be. I definitely want to play her and kind of make that judgment if I want to main her. I think, stat-wise, there's going to be things that you're going to want to do specifically, and people who don't do that are going to struggle with Magic, and people who do that will excel with Magic. People will say you'll need to nerf Magic, a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm excited, I will say that. Didn't hear anything about Omega card, so Polly, I don't think we're getting in a Magic special Omega card right now. And Magic 110 on first day, right? And so my theory is we are going to see Magic everywhere. A lot of people say they will not switch. And like Comrade is saying, I'm not swapping. But I mean, I was just looking at those skills and reading those skills, and those skills are like just right up the alley for PvP, like a monstrous PvP action. And I guess we're just gonna have to look at our base stats and kind of see how they incorporate into everything. But I just want to thank everyone for taking the time to watch this with me for an hour and a half. Woo. If you haven't clicked like, dislike, do either one you like on this video. If you feel like it, click subscribe to this channel to get more content, as I look forward to sharing more fun about this game on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. And I have one last thing from Chelsea. I plan to have one for PvE and one for PvP. So I don't know if she is good for PvP. She might be my newest project. And Polly says, I play every class, so not really swapping, just enjoying the game if anything. Good points. But y'all have a very good night, and I will talk to you later.